Hey y'all, welcome back to Floating Hands on the Internet. So today, I want to look into a true crime. Now, I typically don't do these, but I really feel compelled to do it. I'm so curious. If you have Netflix, the #1 trending series right now is Where is Amy? It's about a woman named Amy from Virginia who went on a cruise ship with her brother and parents and disappeared, and they've not found her to this day. And I watched the whole thing, and I really don't know how I feel about it. So I just want to pull some cards. This truly is intended to help. I don't want any biases to come through. I have really set the intention to help. So, if her family sees this, because if you watch the documentary, her family still holds out hope that she's here and will come back to them one day. This was in 1998. I won't say exactly where, but I know exactly where this family lives. I live in Virginia, know it very well. And so it kind of hit close to home for me. I'd never heard about this case. I was born in, the 97. So anyway, go watch that series. This is intended to help. I've tried really hard to set the intention to just give me factual information, and even more so, with pop culture, that stuff doesn't really matter, right? If we're being honest, but this really matters. So I'm trying to do this justice. So I do want to say, I'm going to set some intentions with the cards here. So I will say, we're going to tap into a couple different things. But the first thing I want to know was, the general consensus is she either intentionally or not intentionally went overboard. Okay. That's it. That's option 1, or option 2 is that she was abducted. So either way, that's one or the other. She was on a boat. She either went overboard or she was taken. She didn't just, I guess she could have just walked away, and we can look into that. But those are the two options that we're looking at. She loved her family. I intuitively don't feel like there's a third option. So I guess the debate is, did she try to commit suicide? Was she drunk? And, did she, accidentally fall overboard throwing up? I don't know. I'm just genuinely curious. So I guess I guess what we'll do is I'll pull some cards, and I'll say, if I get the 6 of Swords, which is a boat card, I would say in the upright, she fell overboard, and then we can go more into that in the why. In the upright, if I get it into the reverse, I'd say no. And then I'd say, Devil card, Tower card, if she was abducted, among that nature. So we might not get any of those cards, I don't know, but that's kind of the intention that I want to set. So this is all for alleged and intern purposes, only no facts here. My intention is to help. This family has been through hell and back, so just sending love to all the family. I don't typically like to do this, but I felt called to do it since I know exactly where these, this town, these people live. I'm from Virginia, like I said. I know this is a long entry. Sorry, guys. For alleged and intern purposes only. If you guys want a free reading from me, I'm getting to them. I think the furthest one I have is 2 weeks out from, two weeks out. So I go in order. I just had a relaxing week at the beach, so I'm nice and refreshed. But I just wanted to get this reading out while this case has become hot again. So all for alleged and intern purposes only. We're just going to go with option. Did she jump off? Did she go overboard? Or was there foul play? For alleged and intern purposes only. I'm so nervous. Okay. The Hermit card in the reversal. Uh-oh. The Justice card in the upright. And the Ace of Wands. So with the Hermit card, it's... Oh, you know what? I should have looked up her sign. Hold on. Sorry, you guys, I'm all over the place with this reading. So we have the Hermit card in the reversal, the Justice card in the upright, and the Ace of Wands. Okay, so she was born on May 12th, which makes her a Taurus. Okay. All right, so the Hermit card's in the reversal, which means... I don't think, oh gosh. Let me pull some more cards. Yeah. Okay. All right, so you have the Hermit card in the reversal, which means to me, somebody is not acting alone. And then you have the Justice card in the upright, which is about, you know, truth, balance, you know, remaining objective. And then you have the Ace of Wands in the upright, which is about new opportunities. And then you have the Temperance card in the reversal, which is about imbalance, pushing for trying to force a situation. No. And then you have the Seven of Pentacles in the reversal, which is about procrastination, things not going your way. And then you have the Ace of Swords in the upright, which is about like a new information. I mean, if the Hermit card's the first card that I'm pulling, you guys, to me, if I'd pulled that in the upright, I would say I think she jumped, or I think it was an accident, like she went overboard, right? But it's in the reversal, meaning I don't think that her death, she acted alone. Sorry if you can hear my dog barking as I said that. You know, but like the Justice card is in the upright, which to me is like somebody getting what they think they deserve. And then you have the Ace of Wands. Oh God, I honestly feel I'm trying to really hard to remain objective here, because you watch the documentary, it really leans into her being trafficked. Like, that's the overall general consensus. But honestly, you guys, like, the Hermit card's in the reversal, not acting alone. The Justice card's about getting what you want. And the Ace of Wands, I mean, sex trafficking, a new thing, like a new way of living. The Temperance card, again, is about pushing for something, trying to force something. That's about growth, like that's about impatience. And then the Ace of Swords is like a new, like new clarity, new idea. I just heard fresh meat. Oh my God, I'm gonna throw up. That's disgusting. The King of Pentacles in the reversal. Okay, I think she was abducted. We did say if we pulled the Devil card or the Tower card, she was abducted. That makes me sick to my stomach. The King of Pentacles in the reversal, which is about greed, self-centeredness. I mean, the ten of Swords is like, and look how she's by the water. The Ten of Swords is like her life ending, how it was, and it's about that's about a new beginning. Like, your life as you knew it ended, and we're completing this cycle. And then the Devil card, I mean, that's clear as day. That's really, really sad, you guys. Oh God. But I don't think we'll ever find out the truth. Yep, as I pull the High Priestess. The Knight of Swords is a very pushy, aggressive behavior. But swords are also about truth. And so if it's in the reversal like that, I don't know if we'll ever I mean, anything is possible, you guys, but in the way things are going, I mean, especially with that High Priestess card, it's like we have the story right here. The Seven of Pentacles, I'm sorry, the Eight of Pentacles is in the reversal. Oh, goodness. That makes my gut sink. That's about kind of being burnt out. So I want to tread so lightly here when I say this, but I mean, this happened in 1998, you guys. So if she was trafficked in any capacity, then I mean, she'd be 50, I think, by now, I think. So Oh God, that just makes me sick, and I actually just don't even want to go into that. But I mean, I do think, I mean, if that's the first card that I pull, which is like not acting alone, and then I have the devil card. I mean, I told you guys if we pulled that card, then I think, you know, so I don't think she went overboard. I do think we're dealing with something. Oh, I have the movie Sinister in my mind's eye. So I guess we'll go from there. There's the Six of Swords. Let's go into, if you guys watch the documentary, you'll just have to do your own research because I can't explain everything, but let's go into that guy. What was his name? They called him Yellow, but that wasn't his actual name. He was the DJ, the band player that he took a polygraph test, and I think it was inconclusive, but let's look into the guitar player. Also, I'm also going to pull some cards on the cruise director, because the cruise director who was there and is now like high up in the company, he was really cold-hearted. So, let's look into Yellow. His name was Yellow. Did he have any involvement? And did Yellow have any involvement, and what would the purpose have been? For alleged intent purposes only. Was Yellow involved in this quote-unquote abduction for alleged intent purposes only? Oh, God. I don't know. I'm seeing those three monkeys: hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Do I think... I'm picturing like hitman, or like not hitman, but like middleman. I don't think he did the actual abducting, but I do think he knows something he's never gonna tell, because the Tower card is in the reversal, which is about, you know, and it's the same effects of the Tower card in the upright, but it's a little bit more subtle. Like I'm picturing a sneaky snake in the grass. This is also about like turning a blind eye. If you watch the documentary, you'll see. And then you have the Two of Swords, which is about a separation, but it's also about self-protection. And look at her, she's blindfolded. And then, I mean, it's about ignoring red flags. I definitely think he was involved to the capacity. I don't know which. I think, honestly, it's giving like, oh, you know who's popping into my mind's eye is Kris Jenner. Kind of how, like, she pimps out her kids. I'm hearing the word pimp. Yeah, and that's about, like, something that's, like, not worth investing. So I wonder if he was, like, unhappy in his job and he did it for money. But with that Ace of Cups in the reversal, I wonder if he has some regret, because that's about feeling depleted and disappointed something didn't work out the way that you wanted it to. I almost wonder if they almost got caught too with that Ace of Cups in the reversal. You do have the Judgment card in the reversal as well, which is about it's in the reversal, which is about repeating patterns. I think he's done this before, you guys. But I feel like it might not have been with people who had somebody who cared as much as Amy's parents. Then you have the Three of Pentacles in the reversal, which is about, again, feeling burnt out from your career. So I wonder if he just saw this as an opportunity to make more money. Because if you watch the documentary, when he's talking to his daughter, he's trying to seem convincing. I just think, like, I'm hearing, like, feels guilty, but did it anyway. Yeah, the balance between giving and receiving. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles, trying to juggle two things at once. Yeah, like, I feel like he was trying to like balance his life or balance money. Like, I'm hearing the song I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep. I just think he got way in over his head. I think it started out as something small where he was like, I can just make some extra money. But I think finding that balance became hard for him. And I think who's all, I don't know why the Kardashians keep popping up in my head, but who's popping up in my head is Robert Kardashian, and how people say that his what's it called, his like him lying about the OJ case is what ended up killing him. So I don't know if he did the actual abducting, but I can just picture somebody calling someone, you know what, oh god, that's it, the movie Taken, that's what's in my mind's eye. And how the cab driver calls his friends and they abduct those girls. It's like a network of people. Ugh, that sucks. I guess we could pull some cards on you know what, I want to pull some cards on the cruise director and the company line, because they were sued by the parents and they never got justice. And you know what I'm picturing as I say that is the Lovely Bones, the pedophile who's played by Stanley Tucci. When he puts Susie's remains in that lockbox and then puts it in the sinkhole, and then they fill up the sinkhole forever. That's kind of what I'm seeing as soon as I brought up the cruise line. So I'm not saying it's every single cruise line, but I just feel like something ain't right in regards to, I don't think that Yellow was the only person in on this from the cruise. So let's do, I want to pull some cards on the cruise line. Did they know? How much did they know? For legend and purposes only. Did they know? So the Chariot card is in the reversal, which is about stopping something. You know what though? And that's about feeling trapped, and that's about not acting alone. I think that because this case got such wide momentum, whatever was going on stopped, or the right people heard about it and were like, we can't do this, because something, I mean, like I said, I don't think it's the entire cruise line. I wonder if, like, you know what I'm picturing is like when somebody's rich son does something stupid and then the parents pay to cover it up. I feel like that's kind of where this is, where they discovered something and they're like, hold up. So I don't think it runs up that deep, but I do think, yeah, I heard like one bad apple spoils the whole bunch. So that's also like refusing to acknowledge. So I think it's I'm picturing like I'm having Watergate in my mind's eye, so like a cover up, trying to cover up something. Yeah, because I mean, Royal Caribbean, I think it was, they're focused on like long-term growth and abundance. They don't want this happening again on their ship. Yep, walking away. And the King of Wands. Like, that's the fucking cruise director, if you ask me. Because that's about abuse of power. I do think that they stopped it, but I want to say, you know what I have going through my head, a lot going through my head right now, but if you watch the Alex Murdaugh case, documentary, and kind of how there had been corruption going on for generations, but when Mallory Beach was killed, that's when the world started crumbling down. So I think Amy was kind of this person of like, because her family wouldn't fucking stop for nothing, because, you know, they ride for her, they love her. I think that's what caused, like, I think they realized the corruption. They're like, we can't keep doing this. Yep, a cycle completing. This has got to stop. Stagnation. Yeah, money. Yep. So I don't think it went up very high as far as the cruise company went. I just think they did a cover up, and like I said, I don't think there's going to be justice for this. But let's just kind of pull a couple cards. on why Amy, if she's still alive, if she still sees the post out about her, why won't she come back? There was speculation that she had children. If you watch the documentary, there was speculation that she had Stockholm. So let's see. Let's see why. If she, I have a feeling she knows that her family still loves her, but if she is still alive, because we don't know if she's still alive, what is preventing her from reaching out to her family for alleged intent purposes only? Yeah, I mean, I wonder if her pimp is, for alleged intent purposes, only a woman. Because, that Queen of Wands is giving, like a, I don't know, just reminds me of, like, a woman in charge. The Five of Cups is in the, reversal, which is about moving on. I think she's, yeah, and the Eight of Swords is trapped. It's giving Stockholm Syndrome, honestly. I think she's made peace with where she's at in life and doesn't want to drag her family into it. Yeah, the Three of Cups in the reversal. Emotions. Toxicity. I think she loves her family very much, but I think that's why. I think she's kind of accepted. Her brain has been rewired to be like, this is where I'm at. I can never, like, I'll love you from afar. Yeah. Not being able to speak her truth. Yeah. I mean, I just think that the King of Pentacles is in the upright. Also, like, she may not have the funds to be able to get out. And then, like, with that King of Pentacles in the upright, and then you have the Queen of Swords in the reversal, which is about, yeah, of course, I mean, that makes sense. That's about self-criticism, but it's also, like, not somebody who's not, I mean, if you watch the documentary, she was very bold. She was very, like, you know, she was a character, and I think that slowly by slowly, she just lost her identity. I wonder if there's a lot of shame with that Nine of Swords in the upright. Yeah. I'm hearing the song, I Cry a Lot, but I Am So Productive. So I think she's just, after all these years, stomped it out. We'll pull 3 more cards and then we'll end it. Oh, I just heard I'm not, oh God. Yeah. I think she loves her family so much that I think doesn't want, I just heard judge up the past, which is so silly because they still clearly love her. That Nine of Pentacles in the reversal, that's about complacency, but I don't think it's in a way of I enjoy this. It's giving Stockholm, if I'm being honest with you. And it's giving, like, my family's safe where I'm at now. Because I do think, oh, you know what, I'll pull some cards for, yeah, that's about manipulation tactics. The King of Cups is like boundaries. So I'm hearing the song My Heart Will Go On. I think, I mean, imagine that being you, imagine being Stockholmed. Like, I think this has been this way for so long, and I think there's a lot of shame. I think there's a lot of, obviously, like, mental trauma, but I think she just doesn't want to endanger her family. Because even though we know that her family probably wouldn't be killed, like, obviously that's a manipulation tactic, she has no way of knowing that. I mean, she was 23 when she went missing. The internet really didn't exist like it does today, where you can just Google shit. Like, yeah, I'm picturing somebody being like drinking, like feeding somebody soup, but with like alphabet soup, and it just says lies. Yeah, I'm hearing the song. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. I just think she thinks this is what's best, and she's told her this for so long. It's so sad that she's just like, this is my life now. So, God, it makes me sick to my stomach. I'm just curious, like, will there ever be justice for Amy? I don't know. I do find it interesting that they don't just hop on a plane and go to Barbados and or hire a PI or something. I don't know. I know that's not fair of me to say, but they have so much hope, and they still believe that she'll come home. So it's just interesting to me that they wouldn't hire a PI something if they really believe she's out there, you know? But yeah, no, I don't think she fell overboard. Just my opinion. All right, for our legend and tarot purposes only. Will she ever come home in this current energy? No. No, I don't think so. The Queen of Cups, that's about emotional distance. I think she loves her family, but I think she's had to, yeah, I just heard Fortress around my heart. Yeah, with that Ace of Wands in the upright. And then the Ace of, the Eight of Wands in the reversal. That's about slowing something down. I just don't see, I don't see where, I don't want to say don't lose out hope, but again, the Five of Cups in the reversal. I think it bothers her that her family hasn't moved on, or, oh my God, look at all these wands. I think it bothers her in a way where, because it's like, you know, I think they never got closure, and I think she intuitively feels that. The Nine of Wands, yeah, that's about giving up, I think. And then the Seven of Wands in the reversal is like feeling defeated. I just honestly think like she wishes they could move on for their own closure's sake, because she feels trapped, she feels restricted, she's stuck there. Yeah, the Moon, Page of Pentacles. I think she wishes she could give her family the gift of moving on, and she can't. But I think she's had to create that emotional distance, even though she loves them deeply, because she doesn't see a world or a future where she can go back home. So this was all for alleged entertainment purposes only. I hope it helped in any capacity. Be careful, ladies. I know even today with today's technology, it's not safe out there. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was always for alleged entertainment purposes only. If you guys want a free reading from me, email me at floatinghandsoti.com, and I hope you have a great and safe day wherever you are.